The horde is coming, and this time you don't have to face it alone. Grab a friend, set up your defenses, and get ready, because today we're counting down the best co-op tower defense games that'll test your strategy, your teamwork, and your patience. Kicking things off, let's start with a game that feels like three genres crashing into each other in the best possible way. It's part survival, part bullet hell, and part base builder. You'll hop into a massive mech suit, set up defenses on alien planets, harvest resources, and fight off hordes of monsters all at once. It's gorgeous, complex, and surprisingly deep. Sure, some of the resource grinding can drag on, but when it all clicks, especially in co-op, it's easily one of the most rewarding tower defense hybrids out there. Now, if all that chaos sounds overwhelming, let's slow things down a bit with Kingdom 2 Crowns. This one trades explosions for atmosphere. You and your partner ride through beautiful pixel landscapes, expanding your kingdom by day and defending it by night against the greedy horde. It's calm, methodical, and strangely addictive. The pacing is slow intentionally, but that's part of its charm. It's perfect for players who like careful planning, teamwork, and a bit of quiet tension instead of non-stop noise. Switching gears again, time for something louder, sillier, and way more explosive. Orcs Must Die. 3. If you love chaotic co-op fun, this one's for you. You and your buddy set up spike traps, fireball launchers, and all sorts of ridiculous gadgets to stop endless waves of orcs. The trap variety is fantastic, and it's hard not to laugh as hundreds of orcs go flying across the map. Some levels can get repetitive, and a few bugs still pop up, but overall, it's a hilarious action-packed co-op experience that never takes itself too seriously. From there, we move to something a little more colorful. Dungeon Defenders 2. This long-running series mixes tower defense with action RPG combat, and over time, it's grown into a really polished co-op experience. There's a huge range of heroes, towers, and modes to mess around with, plus regular updates that keep things fresh. It had a rocky start years ago, but now it's a fantastic mix of flashy visuals, fast gameplay, and plenty of customization. If you're more into strategy than action, Legion TD2 might be your jam. It's a mix between a tower defense and an auto-battler, where smart decision-making and teamwork matter more than reflexes. You'll build defenses in your lane while coordinating with your teammates, because if one person collapses, everyone feels it. It's competitive, deep, and surprisingly addictive once you start understanding the mechanics. A perfect pick for players who like outsmarting their enemies more than outshooting them. And speaking of strategy element, TD2 takes that idea to the extreme. This one's a hardcore tower defense for people who live and breathe efficiency. You'll unlock elemental towers, combine them into powerful synergies, and constantly adapt your builds to counter different enemy types. It's not the flashiest game, but it's incredibly satisfying once you get into the flow. Co-op adds an extra layer of coordination, and even with occasional lag issues, it's one of the deepest and most tactical tower defense games out there. Now, if you prefer your tower defense with a side of zombie apocalypse, Night of the Dead delivers just that. You'll scavenge supplies by day, fortify your base, and then fight off huge undead swarms every single night. The open-world sandbox feels immersive, and building elaborate traps never gets old. It does suffer from some clunky combat and performance hiccups, but in co-op, it's a chaotic survival experience that keeps you on your toes. Just make sure you've got someone watching your back. Sticking with dark themes, Age of Darkness. Final Stand throws you into a grim fantasy world full of nightmare creatures. This one's all about building up your defenses and surviving terrifying nighttime hordes. The atmosphere is incredible fog, shadows, screams, it's all there. The campaign is decent, but survival mode is where the real challenge begins. It's not perfect, with some limited enemy variety, but it's one of the most intense, nerve-wracking co-op tower defenses out there. On the other hand, if you'd rather be the invader for once, X-Morph, defense flips the script completely. You play as aliens defending against humanity, setting up elaborate defenses while also piloting your own ship in bullet hell combat. It's fast, flashy, and full of explosions. Some levels can feel repetitive, but the mix of shooting and strategy keeps things fresh. It's a must-try if you like high-octane tower defense with a twist. Let's lighten the mood with something delightfully weird. Cluckmech Oasis. Yes, you play as chickens piloting mechs in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. It's part roguelike, part tower defense, and 100% adorable chaos. Don't let the cute visuals fool you. The gameplay is deep and strategic, especially in co-op mode. Between the destructible environments, creative boss fights, and surprisingly high difficulty, it's a quirky hidden gem worth checking out. Next up, Sanctum 2, one of the pioneers of mixing FPS gameplay with tower defense strategy. You'll build intricate mazes full of deadly towers, then jump right into the action yourself to blast the enemies that slip through. It's got 4 unique classes, tons of weapons, and deep customization. Some players wish the towers had more impact like in the first game, but the balance of shooting and strategy makes it a timeless co-op favorite. Now, for those who love the classics, Rusted Warfare scratches that old-school RTS itch. It's fast, tactical, and completely free of microtransactions. You can command massive armies across land, sea, and air with both online and offline multiplayer. It's not beginner-friendly, but it rewards precision and smart play. If you miss the golden age of strategy games, this one's a modern classic in disguise. Finally, let's wrap things up with Outpost, Infinity Siege, a game that tries to do it all and mostly succeeds. It's a hybrid of FPS, RTS, and tower defense where you'll build outposts, fight robotic enemies, and defend wave after wave using both guns and gadgets. The story's nothing special, and it can feel grindy at times, but when everything clicks, it's incredibly satisfying. It's ambitious, challenging, and a great co-op pick for players who like variety and chaos. And one last honorable mention, Creeper World 4. Instead of traditional waves, you're fighting against a flowing, liquid-like enemy that slowly covers the terrain. It's weird, it's tense, and it forces you to think differently about tower placement and logistics. The tutorials could be better, and it's got a bit of a learning curve, but once you understand how it works, it's one of the most unique strategy experiences ever made. So there you have it, the best co-op tower defense games you can play right now. Which one are you jumping into first? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because trust me, you don't want to miss the next wave.